Strawberries and bees, yes please. That's what I'm sharing with you today in this video. It is an outgoing swap hosted by Southern Charm Paper here on YouTube and on Instagram. That's Samantha, and she is hosting her first swap with a strawberry bee theme to it. We had to include a memory dex, a small embellishment box, 12 small flowers, a pokey tool, and a crafter's choice. Also include a store-bought goodie and have fun and creative packaging. Well, I had a ball with this theme. I was really kind of hoping that the new Doodlebug strawberry paper would get to me before I had to start creating for this one, but it still hasn't even shipped. So I dug into my Prima Strawberry Milkshake collection, which I covet, as pieces of it is very hard to find right now, and created what I could with it. I did not do the traditional yellow and black bee with it. I kept it gold, with a little touch of yellow here and there, but not really. So I really wanted the Prima Strawberry Milkshake to be the star of the show. So let me dive right in and share with you first this embellishment book that I created with a die that was gifted to me. I think it might be a Scrap Diva die, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. This is a really nice way to gift people goodies in a swap. It's very, very generous in size. It's over 5 inches here. It might be 5.5 by like 5.5 or something. So I created this using the Strawberry Milkshake Papers, and I'm just adding a little touch of bee theme here and there. You can see in the background on my cover here that I've used this honeycomb shape. I think it's a mini album actually, but I'm just using it as a background piece with my layered strawberry on top. I did stitch around the front cover, and I used this Sentiment Sweet Strawberry, which is a KS Craft cutting die, and I've created a magnetized acetate closure. I did make one to swap and one exactly the same for the hostess of this swap. And I'll show you in a minute. I did have some trouble. The magnet isn't really holding this, I guess, as well as I hoped. But it looks cute on this one. The other one's a hot mess. I'll show you. So that's how I created the cover. I put one of my tassels on the side. I tried to make it all the colors of the paper collection. I added a pink bee to tie in the bee theme. I used this sideways strawberry bead, which I think is really cute. And I stitched the back, but I left it plain. And I still may go back and embellish it somehow. So, so this little tab magnetizes, and then we can open this up, and let me put that out of the way. I created a little belly band inside the front cover with some polka dotted acetate and just a little bit of ephemera from the collection. And I put one of these bees that was gifted to me from Bethany in a one-on-one swap that I did with her. I love how this looks. You know, I really want the paper to do all the talking here, so I really didn't have to do much. This paper collection is just beautiful. I did stitch down this piece in the center because it was kind of plain, and I did not embellish it because I thought it might impede this from closing properly. In that belly band, I'm just gifting some tags that are part of the cut-aparts. Nothing too fancy. I just wanted to stick something in there. And I have it in this little fold over so that I could get them into the belly band without all of the items getting stuck or pulled off, I should say. So that's what my swap recipient's going to receive there. This is the same cutting die that I used on the front, although I popped it up on foam. I think I'm going to make a card out of this. I don't know yet. I wasn't sure what I was going to do when I first started creating for this swap. Thinking tag flip, not sure, but so this is kind of like a leftover. I do have one for each recipient. I found this really fun pink and gold bee paper on Amazon. It's a weird size. I think it's like not even, maybe it's 8 by 8 or 11 by 11. I don't know. It's a weird size and it's super thin. It is double-sided, but very, very thin. And you know, it's the kind of paper that if you use too much glue, you're gonna see waves in it. So not the best quality, but super cute, really cute paper pad. So I don't know what I'm doing with this. Yes, this may be my card, I'm not sure. But here we go. These are my 12 flowers that I created. And even though I didn't use any yellow, and I'm sorry for the glare here, let me just take them out. Didn't use any yellow, I just thought I'd include some yellow. I'm trying to be more thoughtful when I create for a swap, that the swap recipient may not have the collection I worked with, so I try to keep things like my flowers as plain as possible so that they can be super useful to the recipient. There's nothing worse than getting a bunch of stuff that you can't use. So not that that's ever happened to me, but I'm sure I have sent stuff to people and they're like, what am I going to do with this? So there's my 12 flowers. I created the poppy, the small poppy flower from KS Craft. It's on a plate and it's just super easy to put together. And I did it in the colors of the swap, and then I included yellow for the bee theme. So those are my flowers. Next, this is my Crafter's Choice. As a guest designer for KS Craft, I did get the juice box shaker cutting dies this month to play with, and because this is strawberry milkshake, of course I thought of strawberry milk, so I made one small one and one large one for both of my swaps, and I just love how this turned out. It's super cute. It's really sturdy and thick. I put one of my rolled flowers on here and put this tiny pink bee as my tie-in to the theme for this swap. Use this Sentiment Sweet. And then on the bigger ones, it's almost the same, just decorated a little differently. I use slightly different papers. And a shaker mix that has pink and red strawberries in it. It says fruity. And this strawberry die cut comes with the die set. And this is the new fantasy flower that's out this month from KS Craft. I just love these. They're so, so cute. So 2 little strawberry milks, shakers. That's one of my Crafter's Choice items. I did make another one. Next up, I have my memory decks, which didn't turn out exactly how I had imagined, I guess is the right word. But anyway, I'll share that with you in a second. I made a bag topper. This is one of my favorite dies, this purse bag topper from Scrap Diva. I used the paper, and like I said, the paper does all the work right here. It's just so beautiful with the flowers and the strawberries. And I put another one of these fantasy flowers on here with another tiny strawberry die cut and a little pink bee. So this is not attached in any way. It is just slipped on there so that the recipient will have this beautiful bag topper to use. My memory decks, I had imagined that I could use this heart memory decks from KS Craft. It came out this January or February. and make it look like a strawberry by using this strawberry top from a Scrap Diva strawberry mini album cutting die that I have. And I don't know, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. So this is what I'm sending. I put too much into it to start over. But I used this little vine to make it look like it's a strawberry that was just picked off the vine. And, you know, if you've ever seen a strawberry plant, they have white flowers before the fruit. So put these little white flowers on there. Again, I'm trying in the bee theme here with this little piece of gold cardstock honeycomb back there, and this puffy bee, which is a sticker from Hobby Lobby. This is a strawberry shaker, also a Scrap Diva cutting die. I think it's a Scrap Diva cutting die. It's supposed to be a tag. It had a loop on there. I did cut it off so that I could just stick it on there. I used the Sentiment Strawberry Kisses from the ephemera, layered it with one of my rolled flowers that I inked the edges with red, and put this branch behind it, which is a KS Craft cutting die. And again, another fantasy flower, which I cut out of some patterned paper, put some red and white twine behind it. I do like it. It's just not what I imagined. The acetate is from the Prima Strawberry Milkshake collection. It is beautiful acetate. It has strawberries and gold dots on it, and it's just stunning. I didn't have a lot left, but anyway. And in the back here, I just put my maker's mark, but I did go to the trouble of backing the top of it, so at least it's pretty if somebody has it in their memory decks. So that's my memory decks. It needed to have a minimum of 3 layers. I'm sure I have much more than 3 there. This is another Crafter's Choice item that I created. I have a combination in here of a Scrap Diva strawberry mini album that I'm using as the background, and a new KS Craft cutting die. So this I just thought was fun. I cut a bunch of these, again, thinking I was going to do a tag flip, and ended up not doing it. But I just thought it was a nice way to gift this large shaker. And then the recipient can, you know, use this as an embellishment, or could make it into a card and decorate it as they please. So that has the fantasy flower on it again too, which is really pretty. This is a new fruity drink shaker from KS Craft that I made with the dies that I was given this month to play with. It comes with this straw, and these strawberries are from the little juice box set that did not come with this, so that was part of this set. I put a little tiny puffy strawberry sticker in the center of my flower, and used like a strawberry lemonade kind of a mix in here. This is not from the collection. This is just a piece of paper I found at Hobby Lobby I thought went well with this collection. I made this sweet little bow, put a puffy sticker in the center of it, and that's a wrap. That's my strawberry drink being checked out by that cute bee. So that's a Crafter's Choice item as well. This is part of my store-bought gift. It's not all of it. I'm gifting some puffy stickers, as well as a bee light set that I found at the Dollar Tree, and some strawberry emery boards in a little case. I have something else too, but I'll show you that in a minute. I did make this little bag topper. I don't think I've shared that. This was on my, I don't know what, flowers maybe. It's literally just a scallop circle. That's from Scrap Diva. I folded it in half, made this layered butterfly, and put some ephemera under it. It's a jar of strawberry jam, and a clip with a bee on it. So it's super simple. I mean, you can make like the bag toppers out of anything. So let me show you the rest of the case now. So I literally didn't need to decorate this much at all. I just put this little layering banner on the front in like a matte gold glitter. And that's how I'm gifting all of those things. The other item that we had to include was an embellishment box. I generally do not do embellishment box, and that's largely because I don't have a lot of those goodies to share, because I don't make a lot of dangles. And honestly, I just don't have the place to store all this stuff. I can't find what I have as it is in my small space, so for me to expand on that, it just makes my life more difficult. But this was a small embellishment box, and I knew I had some strawberry stuff that I could share, and I just love this theme, so that's what I did here. This box is a tutorial that I followed from The Cheeky Bum. My friend Tiffany was sweet enough to share the tutorial with me. I had received a beautiful embellishment box from her in a one-on-one swap and asked her where she got the dimensions for this. And this is perfect size to house the Dollar Tree pill container as your mini embellishment box. I haven't finished embellishing the top of this yet. This is why it's good sometimes to do a video. You realize the things you haven't finished. But let me show you how I've decorated the top of the box. I really am very happy with how this turned out. Here's my strawberry sentiment again from KS Craft. I just made like a little something to lift it up on by scoring a piece of that thin bee hive paper from the pad I got at Amazon. I added a small piece of honeycomb on here that I cut with the cutting die I have, and used this gemmy bee from Hobby Lobby. Behind strawberry, I put some of that vine ribbon that I think a lot of people have it in pink. I have it only in green. I fussy cut a bee from that paper pad to put on there, and I used 2 of these sequin strawberry embellishments. And I also stitched, double layered that too. I think it's really sweet, and used a pink bow from Hobby Lobby. And again, like I said, the paper does all the work on this one. Didn't have to do anything to the inside because it's just so gorgeous, that foiled paper. And this piece of paper reminds me of strawberry milk. So anyway, that's my embellishment box holder. I did cut little pieces and ink the edges with red to cover up the, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday thing. I'm not going to go through all of this stuff, but I will open it up and show you what I'm sharing. I'll leave this to Samantha to share. Like I said, I don't have tons of these, like, you know, fun goodies like everybody has, but I have a little bit. And I do love strawberry theme anything, so I did have some strawberry stuff. Some fun, like, unique little things. I have these beautiful beehive beads, couple strawberry beads. I found these focal beads for pens and whatnot. I'm sharing one here, but I also made a pen with one. And I do have quite a bit of fun goodies for, like, charms for a dangle. I did not make a dangle, but I thought that was cute. This little piece of strawberry cake. There's bees in there, strawberry milk, all kinds of fun stuff. So that's my little mini embellishment box. And I can't get that closed now. Oh, great. That always happens, right? I'm also sharing, I made this little box with a belly band so that I could share some bows that I made. I have quite a bit of bee and strawberry themed ribbon and trim in my stash, so I just thought I'd make a few things. This is a piece of foil bee paper that I had in my stash. I think it's from Hobby Lobby. It's really pretty. I inked the edge with red, and then I made this beautiful layered bow and put a strawberry die cut in the center of it. So here's more of this acetate, the Prima Strawberry Milkshake Acetate. I made a little box lid out of it, and you can see it's very pretty, and it's super thick acetate too. A little difficult. You could not die cut this even if you wanted to, but it's perfect for box tops and for flat windows or something. So I made a few ribbon bows, a couple with the bee theme and a couple with the strawberry theme. So there are my bee themed ones. I do enjoy making these little bows, so thought it'd be fun to share a few. This was not a requirement, just a little extra. I love this strawberry grosgrain. I think I got this on Temu. And I wrapped the center with the red and white, like butcher's twine. And I think that looks really cute. Super sweet. I didn't have many of these left. I have used them. This is just this strawberry acrylic piece. It could be made into a charm, or it can just be glued onto something. And then I have these two fuzzy bees, one yellow and one pink, that I'm sharing as well. So that's another little fun thing I'm sharing right there. And here is my beaded pokey tool. I think everybody knows I don't love doing beaded items. I'm just not good at it, you know. But anyway, I made a pen, a pink bee pen. And this is a focal bee, a silicone piece that I think I got that on Amazon. And here is my pokey tool. I generally don't glue my my beads down because I don't know. I want to give the recipient the option of just taking them off and starting over. But this just has a little tiny bee at the top. I used some beads that I have in my stash. I do have some nice like bubblegum beads. And I mean, I think it turned out okay. All right, so that's my pokey tool and my pen I'm sharing. And let me show you how I am going to be gifting this at Target this year at Easter. They had these like plastic strawberry buckets. So I'm going to be putting everything inside this, and it does fit, believe it or not, including the embellishment book. And I found these on Temu a while back. It's like a crocheted keychain. And I added this extra little thing. I'll put a tag or a label or something on the front of this and zhuzh it up. But, you know, this is how it's going to my recipient, and then I'll put it in a bag. So I made 2 of these, as I said. The others, one, I had some trouble, and now I don't know how to fix it, and I'm not starting over. So I guess the magnet is, or maybe I made the acetate too short on this one. For sure this is overfilled too. That's part of the problem, but I cannot get this to stick, the magnet. So I might end up having to put a piece of Velcro there, which is cringeworthy. I don't know what else to do. Anybody has any suggestions, let me know. I added an extra magnet. It didn't help, and I didn't want to destroy this anymore. So I guess I could cut this off, take it out, and just wrap a ribbon around it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. This was part of the front. I just thought it looked cute. So 2 almost exactly the same. Like I said, one for the hostess and the other to swap. That's everything I created. I hope you enjoyed seeing my strawberry and bee themed paper craft project. I had so much fun creating it. Thank you, Samantha, for hosting it and allowing me to participate. Anyway, till the next one, happy crafting.